Well, hello, young and the restless daily what is this on my shirt? There we go. See it in the camera. Daily recap fan. Today's daily recap is for Monday, March the 27th, 2023. Monday, March the 27th. Well, Victoria, my goodness, if she wanted everybody to know who she's trying to get her claws in, she's very, very public and overt about it. Elena walks in and she looks across the room, and there's Victoria. Oh, she's touching Nate's hand. She got to touch his. Oh, Nate, feel my hand. Oh. And Elena is looking, and who slithers from behind her but Audra? Victoria doesn't seem to waste any time. And Elena says, watch it, Audra, or not now, Audra, right? She knows the kind of person Audra is. See, Audra's fueling a fan. She goes, I'm just stating the obvious. And so Elena goes over to the table because she's looking at this, and Victoria's got the little dimple showing. Ooh, Nate. So Elena walks over there and says, hi. And Victoria looks at her and she leans in and gives Nate this kiss. Oh, this passionate kiss, right? And not so much passionate, but territorial kiss. Okay. Now look in the center behind the man with the white hair, who's probably Michael. It's probably Michael. There's Audra just looking. Audra is such a snake in the grass, right? So Audra's just looking. And Victoria, soon as Elena goes in for the kiss, Victoria turns her head. Oh, yeah, you getting your little feelings hurt? Oh, no. No, because see, you want to be able to say that's my man, but you can't say that's your man. So Victoria keeps her, and when she sees like Elena's really going in for it, she grabs her little face mask and her purse and says, I'll let you two catch up. And she goes away. And I thought, Victoria, you know what? Shame on you. Shame on you. You know doggone well you don't want him at all. As a matter of fact, remember who else she was shame on? Back when Reed and Lily and Kane's kids, Maddie and Charlie, were teenagers there. And remember, oh, the night that we thought we thought Reed ran over his grandmother. Yikes, right? I don't know how they fixed that. But anyway, because it wasn't Nikki. Um, out the blue. Victoria and Kane are kissing out the blue. They didn't even like each other, right? And I think they kissed a couple of times, and Billy walked in on them. Maybe I think it's the second time. And Billy went right to the prison and told Lily. I don't know why they had him do that. I really don't, because it's like, why would you run and go tell a woman who's in jail something like that? I didn't get that, right? Ooh. But anyway, Victoria don't have a problem with it at all. And then after Lily found out, you know what? No, this can't happen again, Kane. And turned her head, and that was that. And Kane was like, is she right? Because I want like you anyway. Right? Soon as she gets Nate in the sack and breaks up his relationship with Elena, she's going to be done with Nate. Absolutely, positively done. And you know what? Good for you, Nate. Good for you. So Victoria's gone. She's over talking with Jill. No. The Newmans are talking because she was over. She went to Jill, not Jill and Tucker, Ashley and Tucker, rude and obnoxious as she is, talking about I want a decision. He goes, well, decision about what? What are you gonna do with your company? He goes, you want to talk business right here? Yes, I want to know. He goes, well, I want to sell my company to my son. And what if your son doesn't want to buy it? You know what? For me to know. And Ashley's just kind of coyly looking. And I think Victoria says something to Ashley, and Tucker looks at Ashley and she looks at Tucker, and they're like, hey, let's go get some champagne, or let's go do some. They leave Victoria sitting there like the stupid she is, right? And she's just sitting there. And then Victor comes up, or she walks over to Victor. No, I don't like what's happening between Tucker and Ashley. And this is, oh, they're just talking and talking and blah, blah, blah. And Nate is looking at him, the conversation, from the room he's in to the room they're in. And Elena's just talking to him. And then she notices, like, wait, you're not even looking at me. So she looks and she sees he's looking at Victoria. And she goes, Nate. And he's still looking. Nate. And he goes, oh, yeah, She goes, you know what? Why don't you just go over there? No. No, I don't, I'm here with you. And Elena gets up and walks away because she's like, oh, no, you're not going to treat me like I'm not even here. Right. So she goes and she sits with her champagne away. And guess who slithers up? Well, actually, she walks over to Audra, I think, because Audra's just sitting there by herself. She walks over to Audra and she says, you know what? I've been thinking that let's go for the podcast or the interview with JT. Let's go for that. She said, because I'm ready. I'm ready. And so she's like, you know what? Okay. All right. So, they're like, okay, cool. And I thought, uh-oh, JT coming to town, that is going to be trouble. That's going to be some trouble. So that's going to make things interesting. That is going to put Victoria a little bit on the hot seat, or, we're going to see what happens with that. Let's see. Good. So that was that. And then we have no, who am I on now? I'm on, Lily and Devon. She convinces him to go talk to her away from the event, the gala. And he was resistant at first, but she wore him down. She begged her brother enough and begged her, like she did with the IPO, But Devon doesn't want to stay mad at her. She's one, I mean, he does have a sister, Anna, but she's the only sister that he's close to, you know? And so she's like, please, Devon, can we start over? And she brought up, she goes, we got past the Hillary dying. We got past me going to jail. We got past dad dying. This can't be what breaks us, Devon. This can't be, because she was like, you can run your own division. I will just she's like, I'll stay in my lane, you can do whatever. Right. And he finally said, okay, I will drop the lawsuit. And she was like, really? Oh, and and the way she was squeezing him and he was squeezing her. And she goes, I'm so sorry, Devon. I'm so sorry. And he's like, I'm sorry too. And they were hugging each other, like the family, they should be hugging each other, So that was good. And of course, it'll be a slow road, but they have both forgiven each. Like I said, Devon has the capacity to forgive, and so does Lily. And as long as you have that, then we're going to be good. So now let's see what's going to happen with Tucker's company. Let's see what they're going to do. Of course, my dog wants to go outside right this very second. One moment. So then we have Jeremy Stark. Now he's probably the only one at this masquerade ball gala that you don't know who that is. Realistically, I can't tell you who that is. That's a good mask. See, now if you don't want to be you want to be incognito, wear that. you know. So he makes sure he pickpockets Kyle, gets Kyle's phone. He Diane and Jack are on the dance floor dancing, and he makes sure because I think somebody says something because they kind of separate a bit from each other, looking away. And he brushes right between them, bumping into Jack, and keeps on going. And they're like, "How rude!" And Diane's like, "Is that Jeremy?" They're looking at the back of his head and his body, right? And Jack is like, I think so. I don't know. I'm going to go get security. She goes, I'm going to go with you. She goes, no, no, no. Stay right here. I'm going to go get security so they can, look into this. So he leaves her. She's standing there and she turns around and Phyllis is looking creepy. She moves her her mask off her face. And she goes, Phyllis, are you stalking me? And she goes, I've been looking for you. What? You felt somehow I was having a good time here and you were looking for me thinking I need to ruin her evening? Kyle is sick. She's like, what? Kyle is not sick. Kyle is sick. He's nauseous. He's vomiting. He's, saying all this. And she goes, I have a room upstairs and I gave them my key so he could kind of rest, but he wants his mother. And I'm thinking, you talking about Kyle or are you talking about Harrison? Right? Because she goes, Summer and I are trying to convince him to go to the hospital to get checked out. Maybe you could convince him, Diane. And she goes, follow me. She goes, I will not go anywhere with you. And she goes, here's my room key. Fine, go by yourself. But your son is sick. So she goes, I'm going to call him. So she calls and he's no answer. Let's see, Jeremy picked his pocket. Jeremy has his phone. Knowing Kyle think he probably left his phone somewhere. He's trying to figure out, okay, where did I leave my phone today, right? Because Kyle's forever leaving his phone somewhere. So Jeremy, make sure that call just, So Diane takes the key and she's going to head up the stairs. Phyllis waits just a few minutes and she starts going up the stairs right behind her. Now you got that creepy Leanna Love watching this. And then she sees Phyllis following Diane. So, she's thinking, this is a story. So now she's trying to creep up the stairs to see too. Right? So we shall see. They didn't show the interactions today with Phyllis and Diane or what's going to happen with that. But I think this is where we're getting ready to start getting into, what their dastardly plan is going to be. But I don't understand what they're going to do. But I did read the comment corners, Ditos. I think you were hinting because you did say you looked ahead, Ditos. But anyway, that's it. They're kind of dragging along this whole gala thing. We're going to have a whole week of 1 hour. So that's it for today. For the young and the restless, let's go to comment corner. Libby says, I also love the 50th anniversary introduction and the scenes of the Genoa City anniversary party red carpet echoed the B-roll shoots turning on YouTube of the actual party of the Young and the Restless, probably cast, or the party that they hosted. The photographers were calling out the names of the different actors and asking them to turn this way and turn that way, kind of just what they did on the show. And then Dito says, hi, everybody. Please subscribe because this is an awesome channel. At the very least, hit the like button. Well, thank you, Ditos. so the daily recap lady could get higher radiance on YouTube. Jerry Douglas, who played John Abbott, died a few years ago. I thought he did. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but I'm going to make a prediction. I think Phyllis is going to fake corona deaths. What is fake corona deaths? I don't know what that is. Just fake her death. I think she feels that if it's good enough for Diane to get a clean slate, it's good enough for for her. I say go for it. LOL, Liana Love is not one of my favorite characters, but it is funny to watch her make her way through the party and try to get in everybody else's business. Hope you feel better, Daily Recap Lady and Sister Friend. Yes, I do feel better. Hope you got my last replies to you. You know what? Did you email them to me? If so, I'm going to have to go look in the emails. With me feeling sick and me having to go out of town, I really haven't read any of the emails to this, because what it does is it takes pretty much all the comments and it sends them to the email. So if I'm reading them here, I don't, but I'll look to see if you emailed me something, Deedles. Um, Miss you all, and I'm going to try to post more often. You know what? I did see a reply from you about posting. Yeah, I think I did get those. Libby says, I think they're going to fake Phyllis's death too. Good to see you here. And Dito says to Libby, I think Daily Recap Lady has a really good point. I thought of that too. When Phyllis is up to something or is going to kill somebody, she's very meticulous about details. She's being extremely sloppy with this particular venture. That tells me that she's not all in like before. I don't think she's all in either. Whatever their plan is, this is really bugging her, So let's see. I want to see just how stupid she's going to be and how far she's going to go and how, it's not going to be her fault. All right, everybody, that's it for the daily recap of The Young and the Restless.